being too active on Tinder. Who knows? I might fall in love with that person and I find myself doing things I never wanted for myself, and I start hating myself. In a relationship, I hate myself, I hate you, I hate us, and I hate the whole world. Hey curious, welcome to my channel. Today we are talking relationship. What? I thought it was something about being single, but let me get to it. Today we are talking relationship. And the reason we are talking about relationship and being single is because being single means you are in a relationship with yourself, right? That is where we begin with. And the first thing you are doing wrong as a single is not enjoying your you time. This is the time you build up self-love. It is the time you learn to know yourself. You learn to be with you. And being single is nothing like being alone. You're not lonely. Single is not being lonely. Make sure you are with yourself and you are enough for yourself. So first thing, enjoying your you time, building up your self-love. Second thing, not knowing yourself. Like, you have to know what you want, who you are, and what you want from a relationship. If I know me, there's a lot of things that I cannot take and I cannot give. So it's the time you know yourself for the future relationship. I always say being alone is 100% happiness, 100% fulfillment, and being with somebody, taking the risks, because it's a risk to get into a relationship with somebody. It's like exposing yourself to either 200% or minus 400%. So be careful who you choose to be with you, but 100% is more than enough. And the third thing you are doing wrong as a single is not embracing the loneliness. Nowadays, you are afraid of the silence. Everyone has a phone everywhere, earphones or edit. But being alone is loneliness. Is a certain part of your life. I mean, you don't have anybody to hug in a certain way and whatnot, or to share. There are certain things you can only share with that person, with V1, right? But in this moment of loneliness, because there are moments of loneliness when you are single, but embrace them. Give yourself to the loneliness when it appears. It's not sadness, but loneliness, being alone. So that's the third point. And some people are afraid of this loneliness and what they do for it. Fourth point, they over socialize. They are in different kind of groups. Everywhere there's a party, that person is the first to come, the last to leave. Each and every single thing, he knows things about other people he's not even supposed to know, just because he's afraid of this loneliness, of this silence, of this nothing. So, not if you're over socializing as a singer, you're doing wrong. You have to have that time, that emptiness time. It's necessary. It's maybe someone might not understand, but some of the singers are in 10,000 association. It's not bad, but you need yourself. Like, normally they say 24 hours is like 8 hours for working, like eight hours is for socializing, 8 hours is for yourself. So you have to find a balance. You cannot say, okay, I need only 4 hours sleep per day. I can work 10 hours or 12 hours, and the rest I will be my friends, blah, blah, blah. There's a party, there's to keep yourself busy, just because you don't want to have that silence, that loneliness. And you need that as a singer. I don't mean to be alone, but loneliness, to listen, time to listen to yourself, time to be with yourself, time to maybe meditate or whatever, but you need that emptiness at one time. So most of the singles, they over socialize, way too much on Facebook, way too much on Instagram, way too much on monkey what, way too much on social media, way too much, if not parties and drinking and clubbing. You are doing too much. Take a break and listen to yourself. Is it what I need? Is it what is going to bring me forward in my me life? The next thing you are doing as a single one is being too passive. So you have the other people that do too much, way too much, that they don't even have time to breathe. And the other people that they just okay, I'm going to be found. I'm not doing it. Will come when it will come. No, you have to go for it. Yeah, I'm not looking for somebody. I will let somebody find me, right? Like what do you think you are? You have to do something if you want to have something. But okay, so not too much, not too less, not too active or not too passive. Like, and the next point is being too active on Tinder. Like, if you are looking for something serious, you should go to serious places. Like, all of us know what Tinder is for. So don't go on Tinder and spend your life on in a dating app to. If you're not a Tinder person, don't do Tinder. Not because everyone is doing Tinder, I'm going to be doing Tinder. No. If you are not a Tinder person, let Tinder be. There is something for you if you are a special person. Everybody goes on Tinder. You are not everybody. You will find your own way. Next point is being at the wrong places, online and offline. As I said, if Tinder is not your place, if you are let me be extreme in my explanation. If you don't do drugs, don't go places where people take drugs, because you are going to find somebody who is a drug taker or whatnot, and you already know it's not going to work, because if drug is a no-go for you, don't go and mix yourself with people who take drugs. If you are a believer, don't go where sinners are. Like, go to normal places, go do your things. If you are musical, go to music, live your life, and then your chances will be higher that you will find somebody that matches at least one or two of your point of interest, and that is like it is a ground. From there you can go on. So don't go to the wrong places just because those places are hype or whatnot. If it is for you, then go there. You can do it, okay, but it's not for me. And if I spend most of my time with those people, who knows, I might fall in love with that person and I find myself doing things I never wanted for myself, and I start hating myself. In a relationship, I hate myself, I hate you, I hate us, and I hate the whole world just because. Anyway, you get me. 8 point, what you're doing wrong as a single is hanging only with singers. Don't hang out with singers. Like, why? When you hang out with people, most of the time people say, but I see how they love themselves and and I don't feel myself. That is why your time will come. Hang out with people who are in relationship if they allow you to. First of all, it gives you the possibility to observe, to look at which kind of relationship they are having, what they are cherishing, what they are not cherishing. Is it what we are going for? And most of the time, people who are in relationship and have single friends and they hang out with them, the probability that they want to be in a relationship is higher than a normal single and partying and whatnot single, where you go and when they just want to. It depends. Some people just take single time for, I'm not going to say it, but you know what I mean. So don't hang only. If you only hang out with singles, then you are doing it wrong. There is a lot to learn from couples. There is a lot to gain to observe from couples, right? So that's the point. Hang out with couples, there's a lot to learn. There's a lot there. When you observe them, you observe the language of love. Which language of love are they speaking? Is it what I want for myself or not? If not, why are they speaking to each other like that? So if you hang out with couples because that man is not respecting his wife or his girlfriend, I don't want to be that boy. I don't want to be that woman who is not respected, and so on and so forth. Oh, I love the way they talk to each other. I love the way they look at each other. I'm not saying that you should envy them, but if you want to work as a baby, hang out with baby who are working. Like, you are going to work. Hang out with people who are working if your aim is to work. That's my point. I come to my next point. It's identifying what you want as a girlfriend, a husband, a boyfriend, a wife. This is the time for you to know what you are looking for. Being single doesn't mean you take the first best person who is coming and say, I love you or I have interest in you. No. Don't take the very first person. So you have to identify what you want as a partner in your life. So once you know what you want, I don't mean a list like this. No. Let's stay down to floor. Identify, keep it low. Other people talk about law of attraction, and I will say reduce it into three points. There are some points you can, I can compromise on that, I can compromise on this point, but those 3 points, I'm not compromising. Like, I want a human, no. Like, I want somebody, if you are a gold digger and you want somebody rich, put it, point number 1, he has to be rich. If you're like, you're a physical person, you say, I want somebody, a woman or a man with like 6-pack and 1 meter, whatnot, and so Instagram body. Be honest to yourself. Write it down. Be honest. Really go inside of you. Take your listen and write and say, I want these 3 points. If you're a believer and you say, my point, I want somebody who believes. I want somebody who, let's say, believes in God or believes in stones or believes in whatnot. Sit down and give me, reduce it to 3, at the most 7 points, because there's nobody who is perfect out here. But there are some of your 3 points. Like, if you want somebody who is rich because you want to be part of his money, you want to take his money. So for you, it's not important that person is rich. For you, it's important that person is a giver, right? A giver, and he will give to you. But if you are looking for somebody who is like, if you have some issue with violence, I don't want somebody who's going to lay his hand on me in a kind of way or being disrespectful. So there must be 1 point, 1 condition that covers all these points, like good education. What is good education? So figure it out for yourself. And once you figure it out, then it comes to the last point, which is saying yes too soon or too quick, or saying no too soon or too quick. Like, give that person a chance. I don't mean once you've reduced it to a minimal, really, women can sometimes be, you want to be son, like, beg that man. He's not existing. Beg that man. So once you've reduced it to a certain point, a reasonable point, and then you go out in the world and you are attentive to those points. Like, is it rich? If you are looking for a rich boy, then hang around at rich places. If you are looking for a beautiful boy, hang at places where you get your Instagram people. If you are looking for a man who gets his hand dirty, go for it. If you are looking for somebody who a dealer or whatnot, go at those places and look. And there are many of them. If you are looking for a guru, hang out with gurus. At least the people around the gurus or something. I don't care what you want. Be honest to yourself and identify it. And once you get to that position, the next thing is listen. Listen and listen. And be sure that you are not saying yes to the wrong person and saying no to the wrong person. Listen. So, those were the 10 things we are doing wrong as a single. Maybe next time I will do the 10 things you are doing wrong in a relationship. And that has to be like separated, a man and a woman. Thanks for watching. I hope you subscribe to my Middle channel. That was a talk session. That's the first time I'm doing it. So stay tuned for more. Bye.